Hello everybody and welcome back to Roughin' It.
Austin, the capital of Texas, home to a diverse music and art scene, and the fourth largest city in the Lone Star State.
One thing I can say, going from the sparsely populated to the densely populated is a little jarring. You go from the countryside where everything is like peaceful and serene, and then suddenly you have people yelling at you, honking at you. It could be the heat. It is 93 degrees out and very, very humid.
Of the many dog-friendly activities in Austin, we opted for a walk around Lady Bird Lake.
Yes, the heat. We just came out of a week and a half of high altitude. I mean, we should feel like we were born on Krypton. Skylar and I are too Scottish for this heat.
Heat can be dangerous for dogs, and it's important to take that into consideration when planning your route. While there are kenneling opportunities at certain national parks and other places, where your dog goes, you go. Where you go, your dog goes.
Let's talk about insect repellent for a second. Bring some!
Where there's heat, there's usually bugs. Depending on the time of year you travel, insects are in abundance across the United States. I tried many repellents along the way, but found success with Sawyer Premium Insect Repellent for clothes, tent, and gear, and Repel Insect with 40% DEET for personal application.
I've decided I would prefer to come back to Austin when it's less hot. You know, the heat can really just suck all the fun out of things. And it's hard not to let it. It's really hard not to let it.
In budget road tripping, exterior elements have an impact. In the hopes for cooler temperatures, we headed for the coast.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Away from the humidity and heat and directly into a thunderstorm. Yay! Still though, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this, I would much prefer to deal with thunderstorms than oppressive humidity and heat. We're just wimps. Look, Skylar, we're gonna go to the ocean. Here we are in Galveston, Texas, and we are heading to the beach because it's about 91 degrees out, very humid, very sticky.
Tip number 1, bring an umbrella. Being able to make your own shade wherever you go is invaluable, especially if you're traveling in the summer. An umbrella can be used in all settings. The weather can be capricious. It can rain one minute and burn the next. An umbrella comes in handy. Tip number 2.
One nice thing about Galveston Beach is that dogs are allowed on the beach.
Skylar was back at home on the beach, and we found reprieve in the tepid waters of the Gulf.
There's a lot of stresses from traveling. Even your dogs have stress. They have to have a way of releasing it. For dogs, it's usually running.
Skylar, come here. Come here. Look at that sandy dog. You are definitely going swimming before we leave. We tucked into some Tex-Mex cuisine and enjoyed more freedom at the water's edge.
So before we get out of Galveston, I thought we should go and check out the historical downtown area.
A prominent port, Galveston has a history of commerce.
And you can see along here the old trolley tracks.
The first permanent European residents were pirates. Before being obliterated by the hurricane of 1900, it was the second richest city in the U.S. That hurricane of 1900 is still the deadliest natural disaster in American history, including Katrina. One of the few homes left standing is the Ashton Villa. The brick walls were made 13 inches thick to protect against humidity. Many of the homes are built on stilts to protect against hurricanes and flooding. We bid Galveston adieu and headed for Louisiana. We are at a restaurant outside of Beaumont, Texas. Maybe 30 miles outside of Beaumont. Actually, I don't even know where we are. It's pretty humid. We went through a huge rain and thunderstorm, which was kind of fun, and I'm really glad because it cleaned off a lot of the insects. It's important to get out and stretch at least every hour while you're on the road, and also for your dog's sake too. Let them go to the bathroom, stretch out their legs. I mean, it's not easy being on the road. Louisiana. Did we cross? Are we there? Are we out of Texas? Where are we? Welcome to Louisiana. All I can say is thank goodness for a little bit of rain. Cool things off a bit. Baton Rouge, more like Baton Deluge, more like batten down, there's a deluge. Ha! I love it. I do. It's awesome. Look, the motorcyclists are pulling over to just take shelter under the bridge. I picked a random freeway exit to wait out the storm, and we stumbled upon the most unexpected yet quintessential representation of the South. Find out what it is in next episode.